Hello, my name is Me. Today I'm going to tell to you a story of Cinderella. Okay, let's go. You know, my friend John stayed with his cousin. Yesterday he came late to the class and the teacher scolded him a lot. John said his cousin brother made him finish the chore before they let him leave for school. He said they always trouble him and make him do a lot of housework. Oh no, he must feel really bad. John is a very nice boy. He doesn't disobey anyone. He is very nice to his cousin brother, despite the way they treat him. That is very nice of him. We should always forgive people for their mistakes. Have you heard the story of Cinderella? Once upon a time, there lived a young girl called Cinderella. Cinderella's mother had died, and so her father had married another woman who had two daughters. One day, Cinderella's father went to work and never returned. Cinderella was left as a message of her stepmother and two stepsisters, who made her do all of the work of the house. Cinderella, it's morning already. Where is our breakfast? Just a moment, stepmother. I am just bringing it out. As soon as Cinderella had laid the breakfast, the stepmother and stepsister started eating it. Cinderella served her own plate too, and was about to eat when her stepsister put her own plate away. Young, I hate it. Yes, now that you mention it, it is really horrible. Mother, do something. Cinderella, are you trying to kill us? What kind of food is it? But stepmother, I have made it the way I always make it. How dare you argue with me? Go and make little breakfast for us. Don't you dare do anything else till we have had our breakfast. And that is what went on in the house every day. The stepmother and stepsister troubled Cinderella without any reason. But Cinderella left them still and never ever complained. One day, an announcement was made in the village. Let everybody know there will be a royal ball at the palace tomorrow night, and King Prince Charming will marry a maiden from among the girls. Everybody from the village is invited. The whole village was excited. Even Cinderella's stepmother and stepsister couldn't stop talking about it in the house. And that is how Cinderella found out about the ball. The royal ball, Prince Charming, the whole village is invited. I will finish my work quickly so we can all go together. Wouldn't it be so wonderful? You who said anything about you going? You will stay here and police the also till you can see your face in them. And so with a heavy heart, Cinderella saw her stepmother and stepsister dressed up and knee for the royal pool the next day. Once they had left, she cried bitterly. Suddenly her room lit up and Cinderella saw the most beautiful fairy. The room emerged. She held in her hand a delicate wand. Who are you? Get up, child. I am your fairy godmother. I am here to get you to the royal ball. Really, I never knew I had a fairy godmother. But how will I get to the ball? I don't have anything to wear. You don't worry about that, my child. And so, in just a few minutes, Cinderella was ready for the royal ball. As a thank her fairy godmother and got aboard the chariot, she received a word of caution from the fairy godmother. Remember to be back home at 12. As a while, the spell will wear off. Soon, Cinderella arrived at the palace, As she entered the Chris ballroom, everyone turned to look. Oh, this beautiful maiden wore. Nobody could recognize her, not even her own stepmother and stepsister. Prince Charming walked to her. May I have a sit down with you? Yes, so I need. And so Cinderella and Prince Charming danced together throughout the evening, till Cinderella had the clock strick. Fairy godmother was came back to her. She needed to get out of there before the clock struck 12. Without saying a word, she tore away from the prince, grasped and ran out of the police. The prince ran after her. Wait, wait, what is wrong? Why are you running? I don't even know your name. But Cinderella did not wait or even look back. Her beautiful brows were already turning into wrath again. Her hair was coming loose from the perfect bun that fairy godmother had made for her. She didn't even stop when one of the glass strips came off her foot and fell in the police driveway. She ran out of the police gate and vanished into the darkness on the path that led to her home. One home, she went back to polish the shoe that had been given to her and dedicated never to speak anyone about the pawn. A few days, two men from police showed up at the door. The lady that Prince Charming fell in love with left behind her glass slipper as a royal pawn. The prince believed that such a beautiful slipper could fit only his beloved, and so we are asking all the girls in the village to try this slipper. The one whom it fit would be the one the prince would marry. If you have any girl in the house, please ask them to try this slipper. Oh, yes, I am sure it was one of my daughter. The slipper would fit one of them. And so both the stepsister tried to fit the foot into the slipper one by one. They put and put but couldn't get the foot in. Look like it wasn't your daughter after all. Is there any other young lady in the house? No, there isn't. You can leave. As the kingman made ready to leave, suddenly the door of the house was thrown open, and Prince Charming himself stood there. Who is it beautiful girl in the upstairs window? Madam, you have lied to us. I demand the girl be called the frog and tried the slipper. Yes, but she only a several girl. Left the lid. Cinderella, come down here at once. Yes, stepmother. The moment Prince Charming saw Cinderella, he knew he had found his beloved. He took the slipper from the kingman and slipped it on her foot himself. The slipper fit perfectly in a moment. Cinderella was once again transformed into the beautiful maiden from the light of the pond. Prince Charming took her to the palace with him. He ordered that the stepmother and stepsister be punished for lying the kingman and treating Cinderella so badly and ruined. But being the kind-hearted person that she was, Cinderella asked for them to be forgiven. The prince fell in love with her even more for the generosity, and they lived happily even after. Wow, dear, how wonderful it is to forgive people. Thank you for telling me the story. I could tell it to John too. I am sure he will like it. Okay, shall we go home now? I think it's getting late. Thank you for your question.